Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Legend of Zelda Link to the Past. In the last episode, we got to the desert, which is full of deserty things. Aha, the Book of Medora. With it you can read the language of the Hylia people. Alright, seems like I need to blow that one up. Sometimes you can run into these walls and you can destroy them without needing to use bombs, but this just happens to be one that needs to use bombs. Alright. Piece of heart. Heart level increased. We now have 6. I believe I already had 6 hearts already. We keep going upwards, though, at some point. Nope, I thought there was another area, but I guess not. There's another piece of heart over there, just sitting out in the main thing, just sitting there menacingly. Alright. Let's read. To open the way to go forward, make your wish here and it will be granted. The only time Link, I would imagine, speaks, but unfortunately, it is replaced by an orchestra. Da, da, da. Hey, stay away from me. Weird plant sand things. And welcome to the most annoying enemy of the game. I still don't know what their name is because it keeps changing. I just call it Izor. Now this is our first instance of a semi-confusing dungeon. There's gonna be a lot of things just around. Okay, well, that wasn't what I thought that puzzle was, but we got the map anyway! Yay! Be aware that there are a lot of hidden things in here, including ways to go forward. Because of the way this dungeon is laid out, I always forget it sometimes. There's an antlion. Hello everybody, and I'm sorry for the delay. Unfortunately, there was a cut there. I had some interruptions. Door. Just one thing that's odd is that in this game, that's a trap. Usually the desert dungeons are in, like, the final stage of the game. That's usually how it works for almost every Zelda, but in this game, the desert portion is almost right at the beginning, so it definitely breaks standard rules. Personally, I think it's better to get the desert stuff out of the way, because usually the desert stuff's really slow. And kind of makes you keep up at its pace. Knock that down and not get lasered. Out it is I, Sahasrahla. You must never fail to find all the treasures in each dungeon. You can't actually do that. There are only a few treasures that are actually required in the game, but you can't actually miss at least 2. From what I know. Like, you'll need them for, like, I believe the final area of the game, but for other dungeons in this game, you don't really need some of the dungeon items. We'll get into more about that later. I cannot open you, but I will be back. Kinda wish that they had a magic meter back in the game. I kind of got rid of it and kept it for some games that I actually don't think it really meshed well with. The only one that the magic meter still meshed well with was Wind Waker, but like, I didn't really like the magic meter on Majora's Mask, which is the only other game I think that has it, but... Compass! Now you know where to go without having the ability to do so. Standard. Those things won't shoot you through statues, thankfully. Run through here. Da-na-na-na! Angry-looking key. It's a master key of the dungeon. It can open many locks that small ones cannot. Does this theoretically mean that if Link was a locksmith and a keysmith, that would basically make his entire life so much easier, he wouldn't even need to do all this? And then he could just forge the key. Make a mold of all the keys, because they all use the same key. Bing. Give me your rewards! The Power Glove! You can feel the strength of both hands. You can pick up and carry stones now. Hooray! Because we didn't have that feature before, somehow. We now unlock the ability for Link to pick up rocks. To be honest, I actually was confused by quite a lot of the... like, there's a lot of abilities in Zelda games that are kind of odd, but I can kind of understand for the limitations of certain systems of why you didn't have those abilities when you first got them, but for others, not so much. Oops. Wrong buttons. If I'm not mistaken. It's gonna be easier. Fairies! I do believe we're maxed though. I haven't died yet, so I'm just gonna use them. Not sure why there's so many lanterns here, to be honest. Just 1 second, I have to look at the time for the episode. I'm just making sure that I'm not playing too much here. Okay, I think we're good. I know I'm gonna have to edit this video because usually what I do for videos is I edit them after, like, stopping the recording. If, like, there's a part that needs to be edited, at least. Ow. If there's a part that needs to be edited, I usually stop recording and use that as a thing. Welcome to the land of annoying tiles. You can literally just sit right here after activating the room and not have to worry about nothing. All it spells out is a skull or the boss's image. It depends on what area you're in. Sometimes it's custom, sometimes it's not. Usually, always just a skull. Not to be confused with a weird... I don't know what that would represent other than a skull, but... Alright, now which one of you has a key? There you go. In through the door we go! Alright. More puzzles. Basically killing these guys before the thing lasers your face off. Now here's a bit of a thing. I believe you actually have to, for the first time... Crap, I keep opening it. You actually have to do the lamp, I believe, in this part. You gotta be fast. That was lucky. Never mind. You can be hit by these things, by the way. Even if you're in the door. So just be careful of that. Alternatively, you could just speed run through this and just collect these things and just dodge. It is a bit annoying to have these things flying around your face when you're about to fight the boss. And this guy. Oops. You can just ignore him. Now this boss. This boss. If you didn't get a game over yet, this is probably where you're gonna start. Just shoot where you think their heads are gonna be. It's a good way to do some damage. Alright. Usually right before they're about to descend is a good point. They will get faster as time progresses. I have two fairies, so I'm not too concerned, but... Alright. Here we go. For glory. We did it! Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. You won the pendant of power. The goal of finding the 3 pendants is in sight! Go for the last one! Na-na-na-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na-na-na. Na-na-na. Ignoring the vultures. But yes, what this means basically is we can lift the big rocks now. Which is good, because there's a lot of things hidden underneath or around them. Alright, we already talked to that guy. Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na. Finding secrets. Alright. Check out the cave east of Lake Hylia. Strange and wonderful things live in it. Rupee, 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 rupee. Now you have more 5s than a Monopoly game. Alright. The one thing we can't lift is the Nega Rocks. We can't lift up anything black. Which always confused me. Like, we got the ability to lift rocks, and yet the first rocks they give you, one of them is the really cool super rock, and then you can't actually do anything with it. Oopsie-doopsie. There we go. Heal my one heart! Goodbye. I always wondered if fairies actually died after they, like, give Link their, like, life, I guess. Not sure what that is. Alrighty. Oh no, pigs! What will I ever do? Too bad I'm the same size as the pegs and I can't climb over them. Alright. Let's see. Things I can do right now. The cat is currently messing with the microphone. She's in a lovey-dovey mood right now, despite the fact that when she was falling and she was snuggling me, she decided to grab my face. And now I have like 3 or 4 scratches, so yeah. The life of a pet owner is a hard one indeed. Alright. So there's a cave east of Hylia. Alright. We're not gonna be doing that. Okay. Generally because I'm kind of one of the weird people that doesn't like doing that right now. Alright, well we got one last pearl to get. Well, crap. Darn weird birds. Danger! Do not enter Death Mountain without the king's permission! I can lift rock. Ironically, what kind of, like, person that is part of the military would just think a sign would keep people out of trouble? Would they rely entirely on the naturally, geographically reproduced rock to help their problems? Okay, well, we can't go over there. Don't you just hate it when caves only go in one direction? Hello, old man. I don't know who you are, but if you're going up to the mountain, will you take me with you? I lost my lamp, so... I don't know why, but I've always found suspicious. Watch your step. There's holes in the ground. Can you turn right here? Young man, are you also going to the mountain to look for the golden power? Instead is a mountain full of monsters. Many have vanished in the mountain while looking for the golden power. I don't want to steer you wrong, so please don't get too involved in such a mad quest. I only known you for 2 seconds. Well, there must be a heart in the bottle. Man, dude, if you can, like, predict what's in things. I wish I had you in my regular group. Turn right here. You know, I have a granddaughter who is your age. King took her to the castle and she never returned. Kidnapping those maidens must be a part of the wizard's plot. I'm sure he's trying to somehow use the power of the descendants of the wise men. Now, here's the thing. This plot has never made much sense to me, which I'm glad they dropped it. Like, I don't know, I just couldn't really find the fact of, like, there being Missing maidens are still alive somewhere. I believe that a hero will rescue them. I'll wait for the day. Oh, these dangerous times. I talk too much anyway. Thank you for your kindness to an old man like me. I wanted to give you this. You wander into a magical transporter looking at this mirror. Maybe the magic mirror. The mirror is blue, clear, and beautiful. Okay, it's going to absorb you into another world. Too bad it won't. Wizard has deceived the king, and now is trying to open the way to the Dark World. To complete your quest, you will need the Moon Pearl, which is in the tower at the top of the mountain. All I can do for you now is comfort your weariness. Come back here anytime. Now, if you die, you can just teleport here. You can actually use death in a very, like, convenient manner in this game. You can actually die and choose to respawn anywhere. Which is convenient. If you wanted to, like, fast travel somewhere. And save time, though. It does involve you dying, and you can lose some progress, so you have to make sure you save it all the time, which you only can do that if you quit the game, which not gonna be doing that for right now. Okay, we're still playing. Ow, out of my face. Now, Death Mountain. As you can see by the death, it is a death mountain. Those rocks will try to kill you. This cave leaves the path to Kakariko Village. Just in case you wanted to go back. It's a nice little spot that they put there. Thankfully, they despawn the rocks up here. The rocks plus the enemies that will turn to stone if you hit them are annoying. Got some mold orbs over here, or whatever they're called. If I remember right, we can't really do very much in this dungeon, but I wanted to show that there are 3 fairies here. It's a very quick way to get some fairies if you're needing some extra help, which I may, because honestly, if you haven't game overed at the first dungeon, you haven't game overed in the second dungeon, the third dungeon will probably give you a game over. If not the dungeon, then here outside will give you a game over for sure. But that's all the time we have for this episode. In the next episode of Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, we're going to be continuing on. See you guys then.